Hey guys, I'm Ocean, and today I'm gonna have a little fun. We're gonna do a pick a card because it's been forever since the last time I did a pick a card for you guys. And today, as you already know by now, we are going to be looking at what makes people fall in love with you, or just fall into crush with you, fall into like with you. You know what I'm saying? So for those who haven't taken it that deep yet, but they got their eye on you, what makes people fall in love with you? Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So just, take a little gander, see which pile calls to you, or which lover's card is more your thing, you. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with pile 1. I will leave the numbers to your pile in the description box, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so pile 1. Hi, how are you, my friend? What makes people fall for you? Let's see. I already see. Let me see. Pile 1. I'm picking up a very artistic, go your own way vibe. You can go your own way. Let me see. Yeah. There it is. Okay, so pile 1, you are very gifted. You might be touched by an angel. Okay, let's talk about it. You are always like on the go, or you're always working on the newest creation. Like, people can't keep up with you. You're so inspiring, and you're in your own little world, and people want to be a part of it. You are I feel like you might be dramatic, but I feel like it's more like your art. You're dramatic, but if you're wondering, I have to tell you this. Your gifts that you have, they seem to stem from a past life, and I feel like that past life wasn't always good. You had some very hard past lives. I know this is about what makes people fall in love with you, but this is a part of it. Your art, you have an access to your higher self that is out of this world. That's why you're always like, people can't keep up with you, because you're always trying to find, like, what's the next thing I gotta do? You be answering the call in your mind. People are very inspired by the things you create. You make people think. You give people perspective. You've had pain and just crazy ancient past lives with pain, and what you're doing is you're going into yourself and you're drawing from yourself. So these things that you imagine in your art or that you create, they are stemming from a part of you that once existed. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but it pulls people. You might even have a tendency to pull in your soulmates, people who have been good to you or harsh to you in other lifetimes. They're gravitating towards you because you are putting out the colors. You could even be a painter, a philosopher, something like somebody that gives people perspective. You may have the same crowds drawn to you. You seem to be able to create from nothing. I just feel like you're creative. You're definitely like a loner. And it makes people want to be a part of your world when you create. If you're not a creator, then you're like a visionary. Like, you are a person who unlocks people's mind. You've had lifetimes of putting on a show. I don't know what this show is, whether it be art galleries, ballet, orchestras. I don't know if that's what you call it, like just symphonies, opera, or science, or creating some type of like invention of science that is groundbreaking, or being a singer or a painter. Very, like, I'm hearing world renowned. Like, you're definitely an intellectual person. Your colors bring people in. You are eccentric. You're a loner. You are always thinking. You are always thinking ahead. You're always looking towards the future. You can see. Your third eye is open, and you have access to your higher selves in your past lives, whether you realize it or not. You might even have a lot of dreams. You can bring things to life. You can take things out of the spiritual world, the dream state, and you can create art with it. And people are just like, if you're a female, you may have a very kind of masculine, something about the way you dress that is like, it's very sexy, and it's very like it's dope. Like, you got a dope style. Like, your style is just dope. You could definitely be into fashion or something of that nature. What you create, like what you do is just, but it's crazy because when you're creating art or whatever this is that you do, it's, you shine, but you're very much like a loner. Like, it's almost like you feel like sometimes you pay the price for being a genius. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can say it. Like, you might feel like you might sometimes want a friend, but you don't always resonate with people on this planet. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. You're the eccentric pile. You're too in touch. You're so in touch. I'm gonna say too. You're so connected to the cosmos and the other realms and the gods and the goddesses of the universe that sometimes your path is a lonely one. I'm sorry, what were we even talking about? People are drawn to your vision, your style, your art. You are a wonder. You're a masterpiece to people, and they want to be a part of your world. They want to walk with you. Some of people you might find even want to be as smart as you. They want to have conversations with you, so they like to act like they know as much as you know because they want to get close to you. They want to be a part of your world, but you have to be careful who you let in, because you may find that people tend to want to take from you, take your inspiration, and I'm hearing even live off of you, eat off your plate. Like, they want to be a part of your wins. You know, you're like an angel. People look at you like an earth angel. Like, and you mind your business. Like, you may not even be aware of all the people who admire you. You may not even be paying attention. I just see that you're always doing and going. You may travel a lot. Like, you love to be a part of things bigger than you, because you understand the direct link from ourselves to the universe, and you experience things, you travel, and I feel like you don't mind being alone, even though sometimes you do get lonely. And people love that. They love that independent, earth angel-esque, not focused on them. People fall for you because you don't focus on them. You're focused on other things. They also fall for you because you see deceit from a mile away. See, your third eye is wide open, like, and you're not afraid to move forward. You go at it alone. Sometimes you feel like maybe have some shame from the past, from knowing that you were wiser, but you still chose a certain path. You feel like you have to be untouchable in order to have peace. And a lot of people desire your space. Like, they desire being in your space. They want to accompany you in this journey, but they're not like you. But they want to be a part of your world. Yeah. You may feel like sometimes you want to go home. You like phone home. You feel like sometimes you want to go, you long to feel your family. Like, some of you guys is cosmic. For some of you guys, I want to say like Atlantean roots. And I don't mean Atlanta. Okay, so calm down. What I'm saying is, like, you may feel drawn to mermaids and like aliens and just witchy things. You want to, in this path, you will reach enlightenment on this lifetime. And I feel like you know already, because you always do. It's like you always are on some type of journey. Like, I feel like you've just acquired in every lifetime knowledge, wisdom, creativity, just everything. You know why you're here. You know you have a mission. Whoever I'm talking about, people are drawn to your purpose. They fall in love with this purpose within you. They cannot understand you, but they are so enamored by you. They're so, and the fact that you push people away, the fact that you could be very reserved. You might be very reserved with your sexual energy. They love this. Like, you're like very off limits. You're very much giving earth angel vibes. And people are drawn to this innocence with you because like you may be very to yourself, but when you create, when you talk, when you speak, when you write, when you whatever this is that you do, when you travel, when you offer a perspective that enlightens people. And a lot of people want to merge with you, but you might find that a lot of people want to sleep with you, and it's just like it's not sufficient to your soul. So you may choose celibacy, or to just be a person who is abstinent and doesn't choose to, just uses your creativity a lot of times for your art, and people want your energy. So people fall in love with you because you have purpose, you're magical, you are intelligent, very, very intellectual, and you're a visionary, and you're masterful, and you're like a giant. You're an angel, like you're an earth angel. And you may be very sexy but reserved. They want to be a part of your world. They want to, like, you're a fantasy. You could be very reserved into yourself, but you post things that embrace your sexuality, but you don't care. You're so used to people sexualizing things, but you use sexuality as an art if you didn't know it. And people feel like you are talking to them, like you're calling to them. They want to go towards you. You know what I'm saying? Like you call people in like a siren. Like you really are magical. Like your frequency, your vibe is otherworldly, and it's something that people, I don't know if you heard that because my phone did a thing, but your vibe is otherworldly, and people want to be a part of your world. You're different. You couldn't fit in if you wanted to, honey. You stand out, and you've just learned to embrace it. And yeah, you're creating. You have a soul family, man. You're gonna be so happy to go back. Now don't rush now. You got a purpose. You got a purpose here for this world. But people just fall in love with you. They can sense who you are. Your very essence is your very core. People are drawn to you. Yes, you are attractive, but your mind, your heart, your vision, your purpose is so attractive to people. Even if they don't realize that's what it is, it's just like, why am I pulled to this person? At a soul level, at a mental level. Like, I don't know, people might think you into some things because you just draw people in, and you don't even be trying. I see you minding your business, trying to learn. You like to learn, and they love that. You like to learn. You know a lot. You might even read a lot. Whatever it is, you open up people's imagination, and then they go on to imagine you being a part of their world. That's what it is. People fall in love with you, the fantasy of you, being a part of your world. So yeah, you definitely, you couldn't like blend in if you wanted to. You're a visionary, and people are drawn to like your everything, the things you do, the way you think, when you detach. It's just like you may push people away and don't want to be bothered, and you may find that people keep coming closer, and you're like, why? Even you breaking away and being independent is a turn on for people. Like, they love your abstinence, they love your independence. It's like there's nothing you can do. You might feel like this is a curse sometimes. People just fall for you, and you just be like, what? Can I have a friend? You know what I'm saying? Can I just have a friend that's not gonna fall? But yeah, people just always fall for you. Oh, I'm so upset. I was still talking, but basically it stopped. But yeah, so a lot of people fall for you, friends, and no matter how much you push away, they basically do want you. They can't stop wanting you. You might get frustrated with it. I was just basically saying that you wonder, like, why? I'm not even trying to be attractive. I'm not even trying to. I already said, like, no, we're not gonna do this. And like, why do people still fall? It's annoying for you. You might, like I said, you might see it as a curse sometimes, like this beauty or this perspective, but it's not a curse. It's a blessing. It's your magic. But anyways, I hope that was helpful, Power One. You are a visionary, and people see you. Anyways, so feel free to subscribe if you like the video. I'll see you later, Power One. How to? I started hearing the song "What I Like About You." You really know how to dance, so you might know how to dance. Okay. So, why do people fall in love with you? Oh, show that. Okay, let's see. Huh. Okay. Pile 2. You might attract people by being alone, much like pile 1, if you felt called to it. Very much resemblance to pile 1, but people might like the fact that you move on, honey. You go. You love being single, or you love your space. Like, you might be very well off, or you might be like a teacher or a mentor. You're somebody who has, oh wow, you're somebody who has a lot of optimism. You're somebody who a lot of people take advantage of in the past. You're also somebody who seems to be very optimistic. You get over things very fast, and like, people are drawn to the fact that it seems like you have many suitors. Your confidence. I'm trying to see. Something that you do for work, people like. Something that you do for work that's very prosperous. You may see a lot of success in your lifetime. People are very drawn. You heal people when you're with them. And you're so loving, you're innocent, you're very when I say innocent, I mean you don't try to hurt people. You seem to be very very witchy. You are a person who's like just fun. I'm trying to say like colorful, but more so like you're fun, free-spirited. Like you make people laugh. Like you might like to laugh. Like you don't sweat the small stuff. Like you keep it moving. You've been through a lot of things and you don't have shame about it. Sometimes it still hurts you, but you're a person who's like, you're gonna always look young for your age. And I think that this also attracts people. You're gonna always look young for your age. And you are a person who could have gone through some type of glow up. I want to say you went through some type of glow up. It could have been financially, it could have been physically. It seems like people fall in love with the way you look. You're very attractive, and you recently could have gone through some type of glow up that makes people, you could have like reinvented yourself. And I think people from your past may come back a lot because you were such a good person. You were so funny, you were so friendly, but they know there's something special about you. You are called to like the sky. You're let's go out and look at the stars kind of person. You could be into astrology. You could be a person that people want to hold on to, they obsessed with, they want to let go. Like, I mean, they don't want to let go. But you let go very well because you like being by yourself. And they are very drawn to this, just like Pile 1. They're very drawn to the fact that you like to be by yourself. They like the way you teach things. You might teach something that's kind of like taboo or whatever it is. Or like if you're like more religious, you could be very like religious or spiritual. It's one of the two. You could teach people about angels, about God, and the way that you speak. Like, people are tempted by you. Because, yeah, you could have had a lot of betrayals. You're very sweet and innocent, and sometimes I think naive. But people like that naivety. You see people in the light that they want to be seen. But it's not because you're foolish enough to believe that's who they are. It's just that you see the good in people, and you want to believe in it. And that light in you is what makes people fall in love with you. They love how sweet you are. They love how you give a chance, but they also love how you let go once they show you. Like, it's just like people, you may have a lot of exes that try to get back into your life because they know you were a good person, and then you went through some type of glow up, like physically or like financially or something. You might be moving soon or moving away from some heartbreak. You might be going towards friends and fun times. People want to, yeah. I don't know if you cut your hair. I don't know if you got a new car. I don't know what you working with. You done tapped a little bit into the little shadow side. Okay, so you got a little dark and light thing going on. Like, you may come off like a bad boy, but you're so sweet. You could come off like this new image of you. You could be like a little bad girl, but really you're still sweet, you're still funny, you're still kind, you're still intelligent, you're just attractive, and you've been through so many things, and now you have used them to your power. I think a lot of people are attracted to you, especially people from your past, because they knew you when you were so sweet and naive and blah blah, and then they knew that you had gone through things and you changed. Like, you got a little spice to you now, okay? But you're still that sweet person. And a lot of people they know they can't mess with you now. You could have done something like with your style or your hair or something, honey, that people are like, okay, I want to know who they are now. Who are they now? They're kind of like a badass, but like, they were so sweet and innocent. Are they still that? People are drawn to you because they're afraid to approach you. And I know that sounds silly, but they kind of like this. Like, you were so sweet and so approachable before, but now it's kind of like you're intimidating. It's like you make it very obvious you see right through them. I don't know what this knowledge is that you have, that you've been dabbling in, but they're like, oh, this person is afraid to cut somebody off now. Maybe you used to give a lot of chances in the past. People are really liking this new you. Intimidating, yes, but at the same time, it's just like they want to know who you are. To the people who don't know you yet, these are people who like, oh, did you hear my stomach? These people who don't know you yet, like, they really like desire you, because it's like, you may have had admirers that have been watching you. You've never been anything with these people, but they like you, like a little, okay, to the people who didn't know you in the past but have been watching you, they like how powerful and in control of your life it seems like you are. Like, your style, like, it's giving rebel, but a sweetheart. Like, you really are a sweetheart, but you are magical. You understand that people come for your magic. You understand that they try you. You're way stronger now. Try that shit again. I dare you, okay? Because never again. You're not going backwards. And there's a lot of people in the past that are like, dang, like, you don't even give them that. You don't even give them, like, anger. You just give them the I see you. Like, it's all good. Yeah, I understand. It's good. And though one would be satisfied with the fact that you have let it go, they're not, because they know it means they have no access to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to let it go and let them back in. You're just going to be like, okay, I've learned the lesson. You know, it's good. You don't got to apologize. Like, it's a wrap for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're good. And they're like, dang, like, I let a real one go. Like, you are a sweetheart. You're amazing. I don't think that they saw the glow up coming. Okay? So, see, you just get better with time. You just look like you look better than the new girl. You look better than the new man. And you always are going to. You're always going to. Because with age, you get better with age. You get finer. Your changeability, your magic is like your youthfulness, your youthful spirit. Like, you're never gonna not look like, dang, you're never gonna not look like, oh, to somebody who did you wrong, you know, nothing lost there, like, you know, it's all good. No, it will always be felt when they look at you, when they see your lifestyle, when they see your power, when they see your look, your physical look. People fall in love with, like, the fact that you overcome, you become strong, but you keep your sweetness. That's to the people who already knew you. But they will always look at you like, man, I knew you ain't me, you the old body, okay? So they're like, dang, I knew them back when they were just, you know, blah, blah. I didn't pay attention the way I should have. Like, I don't know who this person is. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people may be drawn to your chest, okay? I don't know what this is about. Like, don't ask me. But they like what they see there. Heavy on the C, okay? I don't know what that's about, but I think people like that, okay? They like your style. You have your own style for sure. The way that you dress, but yeah, they like the body. They like the body. They like the legs, okay? And shoe game is getting stronger too. Okay, so it looks like you have put your crown back on and it's there to stay, honey, and you wear it well. It's like it was made for you. People are like, oh my gosh. I know they're so sweet that they're forgiving or they just let it go and they act like it's fine, but dang, like, you're not gonna let me back in your life. They feel like, dang, they can see me now, and even if I've changed, I will always look like that to this person because you're like, it's fine, do you? But access denied. You move on. You move on. No hard feelings. You don't gotta have, we don't gotta even put feelings in it. Like, it's a wrap. We're done. And they're just like, and you stand your ground about it. They know you're new. They just know you're new. Like, people, for the people who, I'm sorry, I just feel like you draw so many X's. But for the new people who fall in love with you, they fall in love with your heart. They fall in love with the way that you feel. Like, okay, we're not gonna talk about it, but like, we're not gonna talk about it. What I'm saying is, like, the way that you feel things very deeply. You may have a lot of compassion. You may have a lot of compassion for people, animals, just in general. And it's just like, I feel like a lot of people are like, wow, I never even realized you were that deep. Like, you just seem like, yeah, you were nice, you were very sweet, but there's something inside of you that's just pure and purposeful and deep. And I don't think they saw that, before, until they watch you do the things you love. And then it's like, wow, they're not just a little cute face, they're not just a little cute personality, bubbly and funny. They're not just like, they're pretty magical. And I'm hearing you're a little marshmallow inside. Like, you're just gooey when it comes to love and beautiful things. And you have the love to give to the ones that want to give you love, but you have the skirt to give to the people who want to play games. Like, you just, you will leave the situation wholeheartedly, entirely. Time has made you strong. Experiences have made you stronger. So, yeah, people fall in love with the fact that you are your lifestyle, the glow up, who you have become. You have you could be into astrology, you could be into like spirituality, it could be religion, you could be a teacher. It's like you're very into like law of attraction and manifestation, and you just make things happen for yourself, and people watched it before their very eyes. They watch this change happen before their very eyes, and they're just like, wow, they actually did it. Like, they actually did exactly what they said they were gonna do. People tend to think you're ditzy, not airheady, but like ditzy, and just like, oh, head in the clouds, like, oh, just magical and cool and free. And you're more than that. Like, you're more than just a little cute, innocent, sweet, cookies and rainbows and art and puppies. Like, you're way more than that, and people are gonna see it when you go through whatever this transformation is. It's gone from like, oh, they're so cute, to, oh shit, this person is powerful. Dang, like, who are you? Like, your light, that little light of yours, yeah, that little light of yours is about to shine. Shine, my friend. Shine on and keep moving on. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know where that came from. Shine on and keep moving on. Leave them in the dust. Keep leaving them in the dust. They fall in love either way, honey. Keep it moving. Save your magic for you, and save your magic for the things that you're trying to create in this world and the people that you want to help heal. And yeah, they fall in love with the fact that, dang, you don't actually need me. No, you don't. That's what I see. People just fall in love with the things that they tried to say or act like was wrong with you, and all of the other beautiful, sweet, innocent, healing, compassionate, artistic, funny. You're funny. You have a sense of humor, colorful, artistic. I said that already. Just like magical, sweet little person. But now you're a badass because you've gone through some lessons. But yeah, so that's what I see for you, pal 2. I hope that was helpful. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you love the video, feel free to subscribe. Stay well. I'll see you next time. Bye, pal 2. Hi, pal 3. It's me. All right, let's see what makes people fall in love with you.
Ooh. Right up top, I can tell, like, you're like, I hate to say it, badass, but you're very intense. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right off top, you're very intense. Oh, man. First of all, wow. It's hard to resist somebody like you. I'm sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I gotta, coming down with a little something. Wow, pile 3. You are the most intense pile. Well, pile 1 was kind of intense, but you are different. Hold on. You are like, very intelligent. I dare to say very spiritual, very, you might manifest a lot. I think people imagine themselves with you as they simultaneously fear you. I think you are a person who people know they can't, like, mess with as far as, like, play games with you. I think you make people consider the fact that if they were going to deal with you, they'd have to take it all the way. Which is ironic because I kind of feel like you, either one, you like very intense relationships and you're in one and you're looking for one, or 2, you have a very intense energy that makes people want to explore you, but you're not interested at all. Like, it's one of the 2. Like, you may be a sapio. You might have to go deep into people. You might have to understand, like, who they are, how they are. Like, you really get into people's minds in a way that, like, scares them. People fall in love with you because, first of all, your eyes are extremely intense. You are very smart and intimidatingly smart. You almost kind of like read people's mind. You know what people want. Intuitively, you know how to be desired. It almost reminds me of, like, some 48 laws of power kind of thing. Like, it seems like you know exactly what to say. You know exactly how to say. You can seduce, okay? You can seduce. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. You try to use your powers for good, but man, when I tell you, you wrap people up in you, like, you really are on some Medusa, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, like, and I mean that as far as the can't look away kind of thing. You are also a person, like, you may wear stones and crystals and things like that. It's, certain things that you wear that makes people like, what do you believe in? You definitely have, like, a Baduism going on. You may have spiritual gifts that you openly share. I feel like you're a person who has fully embraced your flesh along with your spirit. You have embraced being in the body that you are. You wear it very well. People want to see more, and it's like you give people a show. And it's not that you care to, you just know how to. People fall in love with you because they can't understand you. They fall in love with you because of the things that you say. You are, like, you teach. You could be a person who has a lot of, like, dreams. You might even be like a tarot card reader. You could be someone into Reiki or healing, or you do something that is taboo that people are like, what? Did they just say that? Did they just do that? Did they just post that? Like, you're definitely a person who walks your own path. You have a lot of ancient knowledge. You're very ancient as far as you've had many lifetimes, and that comes out in your wisdom, your gifts. I'm not even trying to be funny. I feel like you could be a spiritual guru. If you're not already, you definitely could be. I feel like you've been this way ever since you were younger. I feel like you get a lot of people to fall in love. I mean, people imagine, like, what it would be like to be with you. You make people, the biggest thing I'm seeing is that you make people want to be their best version. You make people want to change and become, like, stable and level up and be the best version, just so they could come and say, here, this is what I've done to be with you. This is, like, Yeah, people want to come correct when it comes to you, even people from your past. But you're just so spiritually evolved as far as like your wisdom, intelligence, and things that you do, your rituals, that it makes people want to be like you. I think even people who are the same, like same sex, might fall for you. And I say that like, not like there's anything wrong with it. I mean it from a stance of like being a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have like girlfriends, or if you're a guy, you might have guys that really like, you know, really either want to be just like you, or they might even kind of like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, you just have such a seducing, if they don't really fall for you, they really want to be like you, to the point of like being exactly like, they want to move how you move. They basically got a crush on you. I can't even say it no other way. And they love how you like smart people. If you're gonna have someone, you want it to be intense. You may believe in soulmates, twin flames. You want your twin flame. Like, you are a person who's aware that you draw in soulmates. You already know all this stuff. Like, you might be into like past lives already. You might be like a psychic. You might be like a something that has to do with, oh my gosh, pile 3, what I have gone through just to finish your reading. Oh my gosh. Okay. So pile 3, like I was saying, you might already be into some type of deep spirituality. I don't know, science, conspiracy theory, you know it. Like, you're just very smart, and there's so many layers to who you are, and people want to like, they want to know what you know. I feel like sometimes people can think you're a know-it-all, but they also try to act like they know too. I feel like you should be careful with people trying to take your intellectual property that's for someone. Beware of lovers who come in to try to learn like things that you know just to use it for their advantage. Please keep that in mind. You may deal a lot with deceivers, you know what I'm saying? So don't get so wrapped up in passion all the time that you ignore your intuition, because it's so powerful. And I know that's not what this reading is about, but I will say this, like, you may tend to draw in very temporary, fleeting love affairs. People feed off of your energy. People love your energy. They love your knowledge, your mind. So they kind of like to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Or be a part of your world. They want to know what you're doing next. They want to know where your secrets come from. So just be careful about giving especially your sexual energy out to people, because I feel like, honestly, I feel like there's somebody very special for you. There's somebody very special, and they're not gonna be like anybody that you've ever dealt with. I feel like they'll be just like you. Honestly, I feel like they'll be just like you. You'll definitely know their soul family. But yeah, people fall in love with you because you're very magical, like in an intense way though. Like in an intense way, like you're more of like, you seduce people. You have a very luring enchantress, or, you know, if you're a male, you just have that, tall, dark, and handsome. And even if you're not tall, it's like that mysterious, quiet, you know, approach where it's like you don't let off everything that you know, but when you do, you know, open up your mouth and speak, it's just like, dang, like, whoa, I didn't see all that. I just saw an attractive person. You know what I'm saying? I just saw, you know, they may have just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, one time, you know, they was just trying to get it in. They was just trying to get it in, and the next thing you know, you start talking, and it's just like, whoa. This scares some people, it intrigues some people, but it draws, both types of people are drawn to you. So people fall in love with you because they're like, dang, this is not just a person that I can just have this one night stand with. Like, I gotta like get to know who this person is. Like, you may make people have to come correctly because they really want to be in your world, but just be careful of the pretenders. But I feel like I don't have to warn you, your intuition is scary, okay? You can smell people, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, like, you just got something else going on, okay? It's something really, your shadow self, you know, you have like a shadow you. That's what draws people in. I'm be honest with you. You have a light side and a dark side, and I feel like you use both sides of yourself, and people are drawn to both sides. It's like they're drawn to your light, they're drawn to your darkness, and it's like, ooh. And it's just like, well, hopefully they won't hurt me, right? Because they're so sweet, and hopefully they have a good conscience. But, it's just like, hey, you wouldn't do any hoodoo schmoodoo doo-doo voodoo, would you? Not to me. You're a nice person, aren't you? So it's like you draw people in with your light, and it's just like, oh wow, this is an amazing person. Their spirituality happens to be of the light. Like they're amazing. Like, they're sweet and innocent and pure. I love it. I love the way they speak. They speak like they're a good person. Then you start speaking that other stuff, and they're like, ooh, let me not mess with this person. Yeah, I'm saying, because hey, they know their way around the dark, okay? They know their way around the dark 1 or 2 times. They've been around the dark, okay? Once or twice, like, it's like, oh, okay. People fall in love with your good side, but they also fall for your shadow side. It's very tempting and luring and very sexy. You may be drawn to Lilith and, like I said, Medusa, and like very rebellious kind of energy. For men, you're like a I can't remember what his character's name was on The Witcher, but the hunter, or the main guy, him. It's like that kind of vibe. Like you have like that kind of thing going on with you. So if you don't know who The Witcher is, or what The Witcher is, like, I would highly suggest looking up his character, or just watching a little bit of, I think within the first 10 minutes of the show, you'll probably be like, oh, okay, yeah, you got that going on. And people are just like, who are you? I've been naughty. Perhaps you could come and punish me. Like, if people really people are really drawn to this intense sexual energy, I'm not gonna lie. And for some of you, that's what initially draws people in. They think they're gonna just be able to, get out of your web, but they get stuck and like addicted, and you can really draw in like very toxic relationships sometimes if you want to. If you are a person who oscillates between your dark, your light, your your high, your low vibrational energy. So you really have to pay attention to that, because like I said, you have very strong gifts, knowledge, power, and you have to make sure that you're operating in the light, and that you remember that with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, in this lifetime, you're meant to be operating in the light, for sure, and you're gonna have good fortune if you do so. You're gonna have a lot of good luck. You're gonna have to make a lot of what is the word? Decisions, like, as far as like, what is the word I'm looking for? Chance decisions. Like, that's not the word, but like take a risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, risky decisions. You seem to be very lucky, and people are like, how is this person so lucky? People fall in love with like your energy. Like you're very like, you're lucky. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Like, good shit just happens to you, and you're just like, this is all by design. Like, you definitely use your light and your dark. I'm not even trying to be funny, and sometimes your darkness serves you. As long as it's balanced, I'm seeing like you work together. You may have had to overcome yourself. You could have gone through a dark night of the soul, and now you have equal power. Like, you understand your shadow side now. Like, you work with it, and you've been like doing some type of meditation. You might have spiritual rituals that people also find intriguing too, but you seem to be like a good luck charm. You could really be either or. When people are good to you, they get good luck. So people who fall for you might notice that their life goes good when they're around you, but it's equally the same if people mess with you. Like, you are like karma, and karma is intense. Whether you're getting good karma or you're getting not so good karma, it's intense both ways. You're like karma. You know what I'm saying? And so karma is on your side. So you gotta like balance your light and your dark, because you may have had to pay like karmic debt, and now you're coming out like, and there's something about you being like lucky. You have to take risks sometimes and just trust your intuition. But I think that when you find whatever your ritual is of connecting to your deeper self, you will find like that even in love, like, you will attract the right people, because I feel like people are gonna fall for you regardless of if they're right for you or not. So you just gotta use your intuition, because it looks like you still have past soulmates from other lifetimes And even if it's not just other lifetimes, like earlier in this lifetime, people who have fallen for you now, and it's just like you've changed, but they're still the same, but they still are drawn to your energy. And now that you have let in your light, it's just like people were drawn in the past to your toxicity, your seduction, your sex appeal, your mysticism. You're very mysterious. And now that you've come into the light, or this luck in your life has changed, like you have completely done like a whole glow up into your light. Now people are drawn to your light, and it's just like, who are you? Are you the dark or are you the light? Like, I remember you this way, but now you seem this way. Now I wanted to get to know you then. Now I want to get to know this you. Okay, so you might like, you have a very intense energy. Okay, just make sure you're always keeping your karma clean, because you're so connected to karma that you could be a Libra. You don't have to be. I'm getting Libra and Scorpio vibes, but you definitely don't have to be, because now I'm getting Aquarius. Okay, let me stop. And Taurus. Okay, let me stop. And now I'm getting Aries. I'm leaving. But basically, what I'm saying is keep your karma clean. You've cleared away like your bad karma, and because you have such a very close bond or connection to karma, you have to always keep it clean, because if you keep it clean, you clear out your past karma, but you also, your intuition and your gifts and all these blessings that come towards you brings you the right people. Okay, so you have a lot of people that fall in love with you, but it'll bring you the right people. You know what I'm saying? Not your past soulmates from back when you was Toxicana, okay? Bust down Toxicana, Toxiana. Okay, so no, like really though, but yeah, so you see what I mean. People fall in love with you regardless, okay? So, and you can be very influential, so make sure you do the right thing. Because people, they fall for you, or friends just love you so much because like, they'll do whatever you do. So make sure you stay in the light, because you lead people down paths that are unforgiving. You may have to pay karma for that, okay? So just make sure you're, this is a you journey. I see you're definitely focused on you, but I feel like people are gonna always be focused on you, baby, always. But anyways, I hope that was helpful, Pile 3. I finally got through yours. Good Lord, okay? You got some people that want another chance, like people that just keep trying to get back in your life, okay? I feel like you're not afraid to start all over. You just take chances. People love that about you. Like, we fall down, but we get up. So you might just be freaking lucky. Also, you might want to play the lottery, okay? Something about the lottery or Vegas or something, because you're lucky. All right, well, anyways, I hope that was helpful, Pile 3. And that is why people love you so much. You bring people good luck, and if they screw you over, you know what it is. You know what it is, okay? So anyways, I'll see you guys later. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you love the video, feel free to subscribe. Pile 3, what is you doing? All right, bye, Pile 3.